Welcome to this Sun Salutation Letter A tutorial. I'm going to teach you the most basic version of Sun Salutation Letter A. I like to think of every flow that I give you like a blank canvas. Then you get to paint in all of the pieces of yourself into that. So while I give you the most basic version here of Sun Salutation Letter A, just know that you can add in side bends, you can add in an extra push-up, you can add in a child's pose if you need rest. That's how we actually start to recover our quite possibly dying intuition, because we live in such an intellectual world that is starting to actually kill off our intuition. This is how we bring it back, by take something simple and become the artist of that thing. Make everything your own. Make these things work for you. My advice to you is to memorize this flow. It's very simple, 10 breaths, 10 movements. Memorize it, let it download into your muscle memory so that eventually when you're moving through it, your mind doesn't have to think about what's coming next and your body just knows how to go there. That's how we become more intuitive. So let's get started. Sun Salutation Letter A. If you haven't already, set your sacred space. I made a video about it. If you need to reference, press pause, set your sacred space, and then when you're ready, press play, and we'll do this damn thing. Step one is always to set a sacred space where you can just come as you are. If you haven't already done that, feel free to pause the video, set your sacred space, ignite the spirit of your breathing, and then meet back up with us in downward facing dog. You're always going to begin and end every Sun Salutation Letter A in downward facing dog. So really feel into this and get to know it. In downward facing dog, spread your fingers out wide, press your chest toward your thighs, and sink your heels back towards the mat. If it feels pretty tight there, you can walk your heel cords out a couple times, just pressing one heel back down towards the floor and then the other. You can even step your feet out a little bit wider and possibly walk your hands closer to your feet to take a little bit of weight out of your hands. Make your adjustments with your feet, and then let's get moving. Inhale, come to your tippy toes. Exhale, bend into your knees, look at your thumbs. Step your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Here you can have your hands on your shins or your fingertips on the floor. Just make your spine straight and look forward out in front of you so the spine gets long. Exhale, fold in a little bit deeper, chest to thighs. If your hands aren't touching the floor, soften your knees a little bit and take this slow. Just working out any tension or tightness in the backside or the hamstrings. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up overhead, look in between your fingertips. Exhale, seal your thumbs in at your heart, Samastitihi. Gaze off the tip of your nose. Inhale again, circle the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward over straight legs, look between your knees. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen again. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet to the back of the mat, top of the push-up, top of the plank. Stack your shoulders over your wrist and pull your low belly in. We're going to modify the first round so you can drop your knees if you want to and lower down to the bottom of the push-up. Just see that your elbows are at a 90-degree angle right here and you're not dropping your belly onto the floor. Inhale, lift your heart, upward facing dog, straighten your arms or put a soft bend in the elbows to lift. And tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. This is always where we begin and end every Sun Salutation Letter A, so check in, home base, see that you're still breathing and you're still with it. Okay, a little bit faster this next round. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, bend into your knees, look forward. Hop your feet forward if you want to. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in chest to thighs. Inhale, stand all the way up. Circle your arms up, look up. Exhale, seal your thumbs in at your heart. It moves swift. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your feet back, top of the push-up. You may want to drop your knees to the floor to modify. Otherwise, exhale, lower down to the bottom of the push-up. Inhale, lift your heart, soft cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths right here. And then I'm going to lead you through one more full round. And then it'll be yours to move on your own for a little while. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, bend into your knees. This time you can hop, step, or float your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and grow. Exhale, fold in heart to thighs. Inhale, stand all the way up, circle your arms up, look between your fingertips. Exhale, seal your thumbs in at your heart, samastitihi. Inhale again, circle the arms up. And exhale, like a wave, come crashing down over straight legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands and make your way through your vinyasa. Low push up to up dog to down dog. Right here, pause for 3 breaths. And whenever you're ready, you can begin again at the top of the mat, starting Sun Salutation, letter A, to the sound and rhythm of your own breathing. Just let it flow. You can follow along if you need to, but eventually beginning to download this into your cells, beginning to memorize this very simple, very basic Sun Salutation, letter A. Go ahead, let it flow. Finishing up your final round of Sun Salutation, letter A. Next time you land in downward facing dog, pause there. That's where we'll meet back up. You can either check in right here, see that you're still breathing, and then head right into your Sun Salutation, letter B, or come down onto your knees and close it out for yourself by bringing your palms to your heart and feeling the difference of your breath than when you started. Thank you all for tuning in for that. The last thing I have to say here is watch that every single day. Memorize it until you can do those movements without even thinking about what comes next. And you will begin to see the benefits of moving intuitively. Keep it simple to start, and as soon as you have that memorized, then start to add in the pieces of yourself. We'll see you next time.